Yo, so I was gonna come on here and talk about United's transfer window, what the summer is looking like, what's going on, but I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna talk about the airlines and I'm gonna talk about the Club World Cup. So let's get into it. So it started off in DC. I went to go watch the Al Ain versus Wydad game. Should be a good game. Everything should go smooth, right? Wrong. What security did to me? Wild. They searched me multiple times, hit me with the you can't bring your camera in, so I don't really have great footage from it. And then told me, man, you might be smuggling something in your flag. We might have to cut it up. Let's start with the camera. You think I'm gonna turn this cannon rebel into a cannon? And then the flag. I'm watching flags walk in like it's the United Nation. Nobody else seems to be smuggling something. True. I go put my tripod away after I spoke with the head of security at Audi Field for like 25 minutes, bro, trying to convince him that the camera is not a threat. I have a little YouTube channel. I'm just trying to do something for it, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, you got to go put your tripod away. I get a locker, I put my tripod away. Boom, waiting in line again. That's when we get to the flag fiasco. Now, I'm giving an explanation about the flag. I'm explaining who Soufiane Rahimi is. I'm talking to them about the context, the vibes, the scene I'm trying to set. Boom, they let me in. Second checkpoint, guy pulls up with a box cutter, bro. What? Bro, harassment, distress, terror, LOL, I'm scared.
Harassment, alarmed, distressed, LOL, I'm scared, harassment.
Finally, after going back and forth with the guy, they let me into the game. 35-minute mark. Wydad already scored the first goal. I couldn't even find my section because apparently even the employees don't know which way. One is sending me this side, the other is sending me this side. One guy said upstairs, man. I didn't even know. I was like, bro, it's definitely not upstairs. Like I mentioned, Wydad scored the first goal. I missed the warm-ups. That's really what I was trying to see, get some footage of that. And you know what? Meeting up with the bros at halftime really saved the vibe. So I was all in all, not too bad. 16 fights in the stadium later and 3 VAR checks. Game ended 2-1 Al Ain's way. So not a bad day for me football-wise, but you take your wins where you can get them. So now I'm on to the airlines, bro. JetBlue heard what Audi Field did to me, and they say, yo, watch this. We can make something happen. What happened at TSA? I charged that to the game. It is what it is. I know what world I live in. But JetBlue, bro, 5 hours. I'm sitting on that plane for 5 hours before you tell me that the pilot has timed out. Error 404. What does that mean, bro? No explanation, no nothing. I've been sitting on the plane for 5 hours. While I'm on the plane, I get an email telling me your flight has been canceled. So good looks. I get the email first, get back in. I'm waiting in line for an hour and a half trying to figure out what to do next. Can I rebook? Can I get a refund? Blah, 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 blah. Bro, they tell me if you call the 1-800 number, they charge you a $25 service fee. Yo, you guys are tough, man. This is a nice little scam you got going on. But hey, that's on me for flying JetBlue. Didn't know, won't happen again. Now finally, on to the football talk, man. This is what I want to talk about. This is what we're here for. Club World Cup. Supposed to see a game in Orlando. Missed it. Shout out JetBlue. Um, American Airlines got me right though, but game is already over by that point. So I made my way down to the 305, man. All right, let's get on to football talk now. The Club World Cup is happening. Semifinal that's been announced as of now is PSG versus Real Madrid. That's happening Wednesday. And my only regret is that it's happening in the US. Because let's be real, this tournament could have happened literally anywhere. America isn't in a position to host a major tournament, but in fact, nobody really is. I think that America should, or FIFA, I should say, should move the tournament over to Fortnite, have it sponsored by Klarna, and make it JetBlue themed. And that'll be a vibe. Let's get back to the actual football of it all. Chabi's confident. He says his team can go all the way, but he's making it seem like Madrid are the underdogs in the matchup. And you know what? Fair enough. PSG are cooking. People are calling for a right back to be the Ballon d'Or. We've lost the plot at that point. I think the drama of it all, Mbappe going up against his former team, is another narrative for people to feed into, and something I'm interested in seeing how he performs. But it's a team game, man. There's 11 players on each team. It's not just one guy going against another guy. But hey, moments players, sometimes special players, sometimes scuffers make things happen. I think Madrid needs to adjust to the heat better. I see a lot of teams complaining about it, but is what can you do? That's the nature of that's the reality of where you're playing at right now. You got to just acclimate, or else you're gonna suffer. Madrid also got to sharpen up in the midfield. I think they're lacking some structure. They don't even know what they really want to do. Here's what I love from Xabi. He said, "We don't have a fixed system that I obsess over. We must adapt." Bars, tactical poetry, and the opposite of what Amarim is preaching. But hey, we move. One of the major problems with this tournament, though, is player welfare. Calendar is chaos. Athletes are getting ran into the ground. And FIFA, they said, hey, let's put it in America. Let's fill out MetLife Stadium. And the Dortmund coach even said that field was better for golf than for football. He's just hating, and I rate it. Anyways, you know where I'm at right now. Like I said, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, and Mr. Paul Labil Pogba himself. Vacation home. Sunshine, no TSA, no JetBlue, no drama, just vibes. Pogba has joined Monaco, rejecting money from Saudi to do a career reboot in League One. You may be asking why Monaco, but I may ask you consider this. Monaco's infrastructure, Champions League ambitions, and also low level of spotlight. And one more. Y'all ever been to Monaco? Shit, I haven't, but the Mewtwo videos look great. And this isn't just a transfer, it's a comeback story. After 18 months out of football due to doping ban and years of injuries and off the field drama, Pogba is pressing reset. And don't expect the flashy Pogba of old. Expect the more mature, deep lying playmaker, tactical awareness, trying to dictate play and lead by example, not just flair. But we will be here for the flair. At Monaco, he won't just play, he'll lead. They've got Europe on the horizon, and Pogba's hungry to prove he's still got it at the highest level. And make no mistake, he wants to wear this jersey again. It used to have one star. Ball made it have two. 2026 World Cup is circled in red. And it's not about hype anymore. It's about redemption. If he stays fit, this could be one of football's greatest comeback stories. It's unrealistic to expect the 2018 Pogba instantaneously. Fans should brace for inconsistency early on, minutes management, adaptation, and maybe even tactical tweaks. Fitness and durability will be key for Pogba. And that's it for this edition of Simo Speaks. Like, comment, subscribe, make sure to share. If you've ever had a flag almost sliced in half by stadium security, please leave a like and drop your Club World Cup predictions in the comments below. Inshallah, Monaco UCL semi-final, Pog Boom, Ramon Pogba, Pogzilla to the world. You come to me on the day of the Pog father's daughter's wedding? All right, everyone. Take care.